Kristen with Nerdette's NewsStand, and it is funny to see something like this come to a head and actually be able to combine two things within one story, right? What I'm talking about is Black Lives Matter. We talked about the domestic terrorist organization quite a bit on this channel, but what I love about it is we are seeing a quite famous comic book writer's son arrested in a BLM rampage in New York. Mind you, he is from Portland. You'll see this reoccurring theme with these people. They are absolutely entitled little rich kids. But even so, this is hilarious. So specifically, I'm talking about Greg Rucka. And if you know much about Greg Rucka, he is quite liberal. And you know what? That's not true. He is far left. He is absolutely a little bit of a mess. So let's talk about what he's done, right? I actually did, and still do, enjoy his run on Wonder Woman. He is most famous as far as DC goes for Wonder Woman. So for retconning her origin story to make her bisexual. That was one of his things. Another thing he is quite known for is co-creating Batwoman. Not obviously Kathy Kane, I'm talking about Kate Kane. Now, in his defense, when it comes to Batwoman, he had a very good run on it. He made the character interesting, and he was always out to make it a superhero that was gay instead of a gay superhero, if you know what I mean. So, I'll give him credit there. Another thing he did was change the Question, who was originally Vic Sage. He did change the Question to Renee Montoya. So if you're starting to see a theme here, that exactly, it's very much so with his identity politics. Now, another thing he's also done quite a bit of is, well, not quite a bit of, but enough of, is butt heads with other creators, right? Very vocally at some points. I'm talking specifically this time about Frank Cho. So when he was on Wonder Woman, right, he changed the sexual identification. He did all of this. He wanted Wonder Woman to be, just this brave superhero that couldn't be sexy. Yeah, that's not it's not like he purposefully made her not sexy, except for he kind of did. So Frank Cho had a exclusive contract with DC to do variants. And if you've ever seen Frank Cho, oh man, he's such a good artist. And his women are beautiful and his men are masculine. It is an absolute dream to see his work. He does such a fantastic job. Now, Greg Rucka thought he made Wonder Woman too sexy. And Frank Cho just had enough. He was like, I'm not going to let my art get censored. I think he had either a 12 or 24 issue contract. I can't remember. For variants, of course. It's Frank Cho. But, and he just quit. He just straight up quit. Like, okay. All right, yeah, he had enough. He was not going to put up with Greg Rucka's bullshit anymore. So, the point of all that being is the apple does not fall far from the tree. We have protesters busted in this window smashing rampage. And I'll show the little video in the background. I don't know if one of these are his son, but even so, they're in trouble. So his name is Elliot Rucka, and he, like I said, from Portland, but we are talking about New York City here. So was among the 8 arrested on rioting and other charges in a spree Friday that damaged and vandalized banks, Starbucks, Dwayne Reed's, and Foley Square on 24th Street. So all of these things they did, it was like $100,000 in damage. There's another girl that was also very, what's the way to put it? She was a rich kid. She was definitely a rich kid, and I think she's 20 years old. She's in trouble now for causing $100,000 in damage, or even more. So this is the protest, which was organized Oh boy. Here we go. By the groups, New African, spelled with a K, Black Panther Party, and the Revolutionary Abolitionist Movement. Now, we're going to talk about these two real quick. So this is who Greg Rucka was fighting with or for, or I don't know, because he's white, but it doesn't matter, I guess. So I started to look these people up, right? I started to look them up and see exactly who he was with, because we know it's Black Lives Matter, but they're all kind of one and the same. So the one was New African Black Panther Party, right? African with a K. Why that is significant, I don't know. Okay, so I looked at their different things that they wanted. And it was basically, they hate capitalists. Black and oppressed communities need everything for free. I'm not kidding. They don't want to have to work. So they do want to have to work, but they want given jobs. They don't have to go out and work for them. Okay, so that makes sense, right? They want housing fit for a human being. Of course. Get a job. You can get a pretty nice house. So they want education. Yeah, okay. True education in their eyes, right? So that teaches us our true history and our role in present day society, okay? So they also want completely free healthcare. No. Do you realize how much that would cost taxpayers? No, absolutely. But wait. White people don't get it. It's only for oppressed and Black people. So they want the end of police brutality, which is narratively a myth. Anyways, in the murdering of Black people, and the murder of Black people. So you want crime taken down, then seriously, this is all you gotta do. Tell the Black community to stop killing the Black community. Hey. Problem solved. Anyway, other people of color and oppressed people inside the United States, they want the war to end war of aggression. I don't know what that even means, but I don't think they probably do either. So they want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, peace, and people's community control of modern technology. You guys are absolutely crazy. Like, you are crazy. Not only that, but when I went through their they have like this Facebook organization, it was like, we want people taken out of prisons. What? And they want prisons to be called liberation camps or something like that. I mean, I'm not kidding. These people are fucking deranged. Like, beyond deranged. I don't know how they actually think this would work in a real society. So then I looked up this other group, right? It is the Revolutionary Abolitionist Movement. Okay, so these people are Maoism, right? So Maoism is, okay, we've talked about Marxism plenty on this channel, but let's combine that with Leninism, because he was like so successful, right? Oh my God. So it's all kind of centered around, from at least what I can find, because I don't know much about this. So again, feel free to do your own research here, because this I had only heard of it in passing, but kind of around urban Marxism adapted by the Republic of China. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with China. Okay. Sure. But anyways, their big thing is when you go to their actual website, they want, basically anybody facing detention, incarceration, deportation, or white supremacy violence to not be charged. Not only that, but one of their things is they want people of color to have a jury of their peers. And what they mean by that, when you are looking at their site, they want people of color to have segregated jury. All right. They want all Black people on the jury. So, yeah, that is who Greg Rucka's son is trying to help. So they eviscerated into a 3-hour marathon of destruction that caused at least $100,000 in damage, authority says. Like, Greg, you need to bend him over your knee and whip his ass. I don't care if he's 20 years old or not. But unfortunately, you are part of the Portland Mafia and absolutely will not. Fucking ridiculous. So it says at least some of the protesters arrested in the spree appear to have come from elite backgrounds, prompting one law enforcement source to scoff, "This is the height of hypocrisy," and that's exactly what I was talking about. Wealthy New York woman busted in BLM rampage. She's 20 years old and she's got mommy and daddy's money. Her name's Clara Kraber. Like this is a normal thing, right? At this point with these Antifa types. We're seeing it from Rucka, who is, Greg Rucka's rich. He's loaded. He did Stumptown. He did, Old Town or Old Border or something. I don't know. I never read it, but he's done a lot, right? He's worked for DC for a long time now. He's got, Netflix deals and he's loaded. All of these people that are in the streets creating terror are out there because mommy and daddy are rich when all the normal people are at home working. Get a fucking job. Cut your children off. Anyways, it's pretty funny, though, that he's actually out there trying to, I don't know, be a socialist, I guess. I don't know. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think he knows, so how could I know? Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this tough guy causing all this ruckus. I know, super bad dad pun, right? But it's so funny. It's so funny. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.